Hey, how's it going out there today, everybody? Hope everybody's having a great day. Welcome to the channel. I'm your host, Cash, and this is Weekly Recap. Weekly Recap is me going over operating a semi-truck in the United States for 7-day period or less. This particular week here will be from December 2024. Is when I did this week. I'm going to go over the loads. I'll tell you about the loads I did, why I did them, all that fun stuff. A few things I don't talk about. I don't talk about my fixed cost. I don't talk about my carrier. I don't know. Let's get into it. I've been trucking all night, so about to lose my voice. Let's get this done. All right, I did 2 loads this week. I like to go out and back, so that's what I did. Started out in Minnesota, came off some home time, went down, grabbed a load in Minnesota. That was 93 empty miles, 1371 on the loaded miles, 1464 total miles, negative 10 degrees, 36,000 pounds. And that load, Minnesota to Florida. Yeah, boy, let's go to Florida. At the time of recording this, I'm sitting in Florida again, so apparently I don't mind it too much. $4,775 that load was paying to go to Florida. And then to come out of Florida, I deadheaded out of Florida all the way to South Carolina. 326 empty miles up to South Carolina. 1341 loaded miles on this load. 1667 total miles. Negative 10 degrees. 34,000 pounds on that one. And $3,400 for that load. That was a 1-pick, 3 drops. 1-pick South Carolina, 1 drop Michigan, 1 drop Illinois, finaled in Minnesota. So that was my out and back for the week. Let's go over the variable cost. I'm not going to get into too much of this because, like I said, I'm about to lose my voice. So we're going to go over it. And if you have any questions, you can ask questions. If you make it to the end, be sure to smash that like button. If you're not a subscriber, I recommend that. Hit the bell. Come join me for a live show. Lots of fun. So with those 2 loads, total gross revenue for me and my carrier together, we made $8,175. My 80% of that is $65.40. Pretty good. Did a lot of miles this week though. 3131 on the miles. 3,131 miles. That's a big week for me, just to be straight up about it. That was all miles. 419 of that was empty miles, and that's 13.3% deadhead. So, whoa. But it is what it is. Made good money for the week. I'll take it. Once a month, I don't mind a really big week like this because it basically takes care of the fixed cost for the month. It's a rough week for me. I'm soft. I don't like to run 500-600 miles a day. Why? I'm not in a DART transportation lease, because they got that commercial. That guy says, hey, leasing the DART's all about the miles. I'm not all about the miles. I'm all about the money. Okay. The less miles I can run, hell, I would run a 1-mile load if it paid like 6,000 miles a week. You know what I'm saying? I take that 1 mile. I give a damn about the miles. So 13.3% deadhead for the week. That's a lot, but it's what I had to do. At the time that load went into Jacksonville, there was just nothing in the Jacksonville area. And, it's really about the week average for me. So if I got a deadhead out, I deadhead out. I prefer to take something out of Florida if possible. Even if it's like $1, $1.25. If it's a dry van, I'll probably take that. I'm not going to pull a refrigerated freight for that price, but if I can find something quick and simple, makes me $400, $500, $600 to come out of Florida up to Atlanta or whatever, I'll pull it because not pulling it's not going to change the market any. It's just not. I know people say don't haul cheap freight, but what is cheap freight? To come out of Florida, $1 a mile is average. I wouldn't even think that's really cheap. Now, sometimes you can come out of Florida doing a little better. Currently I'm sitting in Florida. I'm fixing to come out of Florida for like $2 a mile. It can be done. It just depends on where you're at. And, like I say, my top three negotiating: be at the right place at the right time with the right equipment. That's basically the negotiating power a truck driver has. Let's talk about the rates per mile. 261 all miles. I like that. If I can stay up in that range, I do pretty good. That's 209 a mile, my 80%. That's 301 a mile, a loaded mile, $3.01 a loaded mile. So I feel like rates are, doing okay. Um, a lot of people say, oh, this, that, and the other. I mean, if you've been doing this for more than 10 years, you realize this is a pretty average market we're in. It's not stellar, but it's definitely not the worst. It's not right when COVID hit, but it's not like you know December 2020. You know, we're in a like middle area. You actually got to run a business. Um, Now the double nickel crew, as I'm calling them now, the double nickel gang. The people that ain't got two nickels to rub together shouldn't be in business anyway. Uh, you know, I don't put them in business. I'll put it that way. The double nickel gang don't need to be in business, but they're struggling right now. I guarantee you the double nickel gang's out here complaining right now about needing broker transparency, and they're complaining about these rates and when are things going to go back to the way they were. Newsflash, probably never. Like if you got in during COVID, you're never going to see that again. It was a once in a lifetime opportunity. I hope you took advantage of it, stacked a bunch of money, bought Bitcoin with it. Now you're rolling, baby. Now you're rolling. Hope you mortgaged your house and bought that Bitcoin. That's not financial advice. That's just looking back on how things were to how they are now. Just saying. Um, So 301 a loaded mile, that's pretty good. I think that in a medium sized market. Now let's talk about the veritable cost. My veritable cost. 1371 I spent on diesel. 1377, excuse me, 1377 diesel. That is 44 cents a mile. Pretty average for what I'm doing here lately. 169 on reefer fuel, both of those -10, but it was pretty cool out during that time, especially once I got out of the southeast. $44 in def fluids, $14 I did scale that first load, did not scale the load back. $44 in tolls, because I thought I told you. And $0 on parking for the week. Yeah, getting away from paying for parking as much as I can here lately. Yeah, sometimes you got to do it, but it's nice when you can, put a zero down on one of these, line items. So that's nice. Total variable cost 1648, 1648. Bring over my 6540, my 80% of that gross revenue. Minus out the 1648 for variable cost, and that leaves me $4,892 left to do what I have to do with. There you go. Um, it's just a straightforward business model, folks. Build yourself a fuel efficient operation. Don't give all your money to the fuel people. Try not to blow all your money on the road would be my recommendation. Stay out of them truck stop casinos. If there's ever been a worse way to spend your money, it's a truck stop casino. Like when you go to a casino, they have a rewards program, and you can occasionally they'll give you a hotel, or they'll mail you some coupons to your house to come play for free for a few dollars. Truck stop casino, they know you're leaving in 10 hours. They ain't got no incentive to let you win any money. They're just like, hey, give me them 20s and be on your way. So stay out of them truck stop casinos. They rip offs. Just telling you. But it ain't my money. That's money still left to do what I got to do with. Just build yourself a cheap operation. Don't blow it all on the road, and you can still make money in trucking. You know, try not to join the double nickel gang. This is their gang sign, the double nickel gang. We ain't got two nickels to rub together. You can hear our scruffy fingers rubbing together Stay out of the double nickel gang. And that's it for Weekly Recap, folks. I'm getting off here. I'm about to lose my voice. Thank you so much for tuning in. I much appreciate everybody watching. Take care of each other out there. And remember, people are more important than trucking. Hi, I want to talk to you real quick about the ES Advantage card. Do you need discounts at major truck stop chains? They got them. Do you need discount on shop rates at TA and Love's? They got them. Tire discounts. They even got health insurance now. Click the link down below. Easy application, no credit check. Sign up. They give you a call back. They'll take all your information and you'll be in the network. How important is Wi-Fi? Very important. That's why I use Nomad Internet in my truck. Yes, sir. This is a Wi-Fi modem that you put in your truck. Check them out. Links below. This thing gets signal when my phone will not. So if you're ever stuck at that truck stop with no signal, you'll wish you had some Nomad in your truck.
Whoa, we got some pissed off Subaru driver here. Let's hear what she's got to say. Why aren't you following Cash is King on Facebook yet? You're wasting your life. What are you doing? Whew. Man, that was scary. I'm going to follow now.